Today we're going to look at the second beatitude, Matthew 5 verse 4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. To flourish means we must learn how to mourn. Not the mourning of a loved one at a funeral home, but a deep spiritual grieving about the state of the nation and the state of actually the sinful condition that can affect our hearts. And we must cry out and learn how to cry out, deliver me from the evil one, forgive me my sin. At this point we come to the engine room of the Miller garden, the compost bin. In the top here goes life. What was once precious, beautiful bunch of flowers, lovely green grass, vegetables that we've accumulated, eggs, go in the top here, and in here death reigns. This is the dominion of darkness. In here is the dog-eat-dog world of bacteria and breakdown and death and all kinds of destructions. Here it is here, you can see it in my own hands, full of bugs and beasties and worms that rule. Lord of the Flies kingdom. And Jesus is describing the world, the kingdom of this world, like the compost bin. It's where there's breakdown and death and disease like viruses. And Jesus' teaching on the Sermon on the Mount says that his church are to be the salt of the earth, and if we lose our saltiness, then we can get thrown in the dung heap. We're no good to anybody. And it's this tragedy that Christians today feel that this is their home, that Babylon or the kingdom of this world is their home. They live by the same principles, the same values, they watch the same things, they tell the same crude jokes, they watch the same amount of pornography. We feel this is our world and this is where we must live. But Jesus has saved us out of this world and brought us into the kingdom of light. And so we must mourn over the state of our hearts, the decisions we make, and find Jesus' comfort that actually he promises out of death can come resurrection. Out of such darkness and stink can come life. You see, when this soil encounters the seed, it can produce beauty and wonder. And so we must give ourselves to giving ourselves to the Word of God, because when the Word of God comes into this soil, it produces a garden, a well-watered garden that flourishes.